Hello folks, it's Loman02, currently getting ready to play a game of 93-94. Library on the draw with Mox Sapphire seems okay. We'll see what happens here though. Opponent is representing Counter Magic, and now they're representing a lot. Well, if they play a Sierra Angel or something like that, possibly we can just Swords to Plowshares it. Okay. Well, it seems pretty likely that they have a counterspell of some sort. So, the question I asked myself, I think we just go for the swords play, and if they have it, they have it. That's fine. They're down to 2 cards. Yep, you got it. So they're going to save their threat. We'll be back up to 7 next turn. And it may be that we need to cycle our draw step. Well, they hit another island there, so I wonder if they have more counter magic. We're going to see soon. Well, I think we're going to cycle off the Brain Geyser. I don't think we have time to play around with this Library of Alexandria. And if they have a counterspell, I think I'm okay with that. That should deplete their hand pretty well. And then we're hitting our top deck. Me go 2 deeper in the deck. And do they have double counterspell? No, they do not, but I have a Tome and I have a Time Walk to draw into something else. Well, I think here we just go for the Time Walk. I think we just continue to play land drops out here, and we kind of hope that we find like a Fireball, Swords to Plowshares. Disenchant's not quite what we were looking for. I think what we do right now is just cast out the Tome and hope to get some more draw steps in and see if they counterspell this. So we'll go to their turn. I will hit the Mox Sapphire, I believe, this time. Because if they want to counter it, they're countering it on their upkeep. And not seeing an additional draw. And they're down to 2 lands. Go ahead and draw here. Well, we may be in some trouble here. They've certainly gotten in the early beats. But we do have them off counter magic at this point, unless they draw another land or mana source. Probably just blue here, yeah, because I want to leave the black source up. Alright, well that can deal with the Serendip. That's one I wasn't actually thinking of. Hopefully they don't have Force Spike in their deck. And now the game is, I think, solidly shifted back over to us, since we found a way to remove their early onslaught. Alright, second island. Well, Lightning Bolt, not exactly what we're looking for, but we will take it, and then use the Jaymedae Tome to start drawing. This makes any creature threat infinitely worse, but we have to watch out for is some number of Psionic Blast. They've been drawing for a while, despite not finding mana. But if we're not getting, hammered away at this turn, I feel like we're probably in pretty good shape here. Alright, well, I could save the land, and actually maybe I should have there, because it puts me closer to library. Yeah, if they're just drawing counter magic now, counter magic is not going to be too good against an active Jame Tome, because eventually we'll just overwhelm it. And there's our first counter spell. So could Twister here. That's moderately interesting because they're on 7 cards. I'm on obviously less. I think what we'll do is play out the Lotus. Bolt their face. And then Time Twister. Go ahead and Time Walk here. On 2 mana with just blue, I don't think there's a way they can damage me here, so I'm going to try to Mind Twist their whole hand away. Yeah, I could have drawn deeper into my deck, but I think at this point I'm just going to try to start going for the win. Get the untap anyways. Alright, copy Artifact. And we'll tap one of these and Mind Twist your whole hand. Yeah, that's probably good enough there. Alright, so we know they're running Serendib. Don't want City in a Bottle. I don't think I need it. I think I just want to see more of their deck. This is definitely better than the Lightning Bolt, though. Maybe I want a couple of these Blue Elemental Blast here. What do we cut for them? Possibly 1 stone. Especially if they're monocolored. Disenchant did not look great against them, but I think I'll still keep 3 in the deck. I think we'll call this good. So this is the deck. It's, I think, easily the best deck in this format, and I guess it can be somewhat oppressive. I mean, I don't know if folks enjoy playing. I enjoy playing with it against, like, in the mirror. I think that's actually a fun exercise in old-school Magic, winning the deck mirrors. But I think oftentimes it tends to outstripe a lot of the other competition that's out there if it's played well. And there was certainly a couple misplays we had there. We could have drawn a couple extra cards if we had wanted to in certain situations, to include the one where we just twisted there off of the library. But I figured that was good enough that I would basically establish insurmountable control if I had got to that point. What do I think of this? I think this is a keeper. Obviously, they could have another fast start, and this does not have white mana to stop a turn 1 Serendib. Okay, so they are blue-white. Mox would be the best draw in my deck, probably. Well, thank you, deck. Because what this allows us to do is leave up Swords to Plowshares on their turn. So Mox, they're not running Spell Blast, evidently. And Fellwar Stone, go. And the Fellwar Stone is now fixed, which is nice. It's blue-white. They may be some variant of the deck as well. They can strip mine me if they want. I got plenty of land. Yeah, they're not going to. I think that makes sense. Oh, come on. This gets around Power Sink, but we'll play out the Disrupting Scepter and say go. Now, if they have, like, will be a bad card for us here. Like, Artifact, our Energy Flux would be pretty bad if they're running that. They could be. It'd be a rough one. Nothing. Well, I'm not going to run these into Disenchant, so I think we'll just start depleting their hand. Well, we'll see if they have counter magic or not. I'm going to play on a copy artifact and copy the Disrupting Scepter. I cannot double activate right now, but any land drop makes it so I can. And this will outstripe their draw step. Okay, well, you have a lot of mana. Nothing else, though. Could try to go for a geyser there, but I think I'm just going to keep on hammering away at their hand. Alright, Karma? I don't like Karma in this matchup. I don't think that's a good one. I mean, I run Disenchants, and I don't run a lot of Swamps. I run a few Underground Seas, but not a ton of them. I think that's a good one to discard, then. Well, any land or Mox would be good here. Or we could just do that, but I can't even activate that, can I? Well, we'll just stay on the current course. Alright, more Karmas. Interesting card to bring in against me. Okay. They're exploring. Probably shouldn't F6 yet, just in case they do cast like a Serendip or something. Okay, more land. Well, if I hit a land, then they're losing the remainder of their hand. Well, that'll do it anyways, so let's first hammer their hand. There was a plane, so I have a strong feeling they have absolutely nothing in hand. So, go ahead and Time Walk here. I mean, if Counter Spell's their last card, they could counter that, but I don't think that is that good. I think we save that. I'm actually going to look for land here. I'm going to let them have their last card. If it's a counter spell or a mana drain, they can get big mana, but they're drawing into just a random. Alright, so I'm going to draw here. And this is a draw 3 for just a ton of mana, but looking for mana. Okay. Well, I don't think they have anything worth getting out of their hand. If they didn't counter that, I don't think their hand's good. In the minimum, this can counterspell anything they play. All right. I think here what I like doing is getting the last card of their hand. All right, it's an STP. If they want to blow this up, that's fine. Okay. The factory is down. Yep. Well, this Time Twister is looking a little more embarrassing. I suppose... Well, we can't make black mana, can we? Well, we can with the Lotus. I'm gonna wait, though. If they draw a threat, they're bound to cast it out, and I'll just then resolve the Abyss. Alright. Well, Mox, not a bad draw. That makes the Mind Twist live, and it means I can also cast the Abyss without having to pop my Lotus. I think here, we're just going to sit around and play the control game. And what do you have? Like, oh, Islands? I think you play that out regardless. I guess you can force me to eat up a few mana. Alright, the Abyss. Get this thing online now. It's kind of free. I could have Disenchant for it, but I think I'm fine just like dredging cards out of their deck. Because actually right now, like, they probably, if I were to Twister, like, I don't feel like I'm gaining that much advantage. So I think I want to keep on drawing until I can just get a ridiculous land count up. Probably should start attacking with the factory. That's fine. I mean, you might as well leave that in hand and force me to tap 3 mana, because the Abyss is going to deal with it. Yep. Okay, go. Another option is we just exile it with the Swords to Plowshares, because we can get it out of their deck. And if it's one of their primary win cons, then that feels pretty good. Okay. Well, I guess they had enough, and being fair, yeah, we had that one under lock. I mean, we were going to eventually just outdraw them. I mean, we had them at 0 cards, we had a full grip, and yeah, that's what the deck does. So, hope you guys enjoyed.